Hey guys, Jared here. We want to just remind you that we do appreciate each and every single sub that we get here on the channel. If you've not subscribed yet to Fanboys Forever, we would greatly appreciate it. Remember, we're always looking to grow the fanboy family here on Fanboys Forever. So we thank you so much to our previous subscribers and ask that you please subscribe, share, do anything you can to help our channel, and we'd appreciate it so much because we'd love your help and we need your help. Hey friends, Jared here with another review from Fanboys Forever, and today we're actually going to be having a look at something a little different for us. It's the Mega Construx Black Series Aliens Blind Egg series. These are also known as the Slime Egg series, and I absolutely love these things. Ever since they did the first series that had the darker colored, green, more traditionally colored eggs, now they're doing the second series with the tan colored eggs, and we have 6 all new alien minifigs to collect. Now, not only in this video will we be doing a review, but I'm also going to show you each of the codes that you'll need so that you can collect them all without having to buy a bunch of duplicates, because these things are $10 a piece, so who wants to buy a bunch of duplicates to get the complete wave? Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. One thing you treat yourself to at Walmart or wherever you get these is this display card. And usually most stores don't care a bit if you take this thing off their hands. This is just more trash for them to get rid of. So I'm always happy to grab one of these display cartons, especially if I'm buying out all the product. I don't see any problem with that. Love these kinds of display cartons that you get. As a matter of fact, I also have the one for the first series, and I've displayed some of my figures from that series in there, and you can see they are different. The original Wave 1 display carton is green, and this new one has more of a blue hue to it. So as we go through each of these eggs, I'm going to be showing you how to identify them. For this first one we're going to look at, we'll just look at the bottom, and these are actually stamped into it. They're not marked on there. It's almost like they've been branded into the actual item. This one is 148096TC. I think the main thing you need to remember is the 14 on the front. So let's go ahead and see what egg 14 has inside. And I absolutely love these containers. You can see that it's got all this great detailing on it and all these kind of stray marks of nastiness that are intentionally there. Kind of looks like the alien pus, if you will, kind of coming out of it. So let's open this thing up, and it's always very easy to tell which one you've got because it comes with a little flyer that explains how to assemble them, and it has a picture of which ones you have. So apparently this one is the one where you get the red and the orangey looking alien, and it kind of tells you about the other accessories you get, and so we'll be having a close look at all of those. Now, the thing that will make you feel like a kid again with these is that they're encased in slime. That's right. Everything that you get in here is actually encased in slime. The slime is not a separate item. It is actually floating around in there. It comes in this weird, almost it looks like an IV fluid bag. And I kind of like it. I don't know. It kind of adds to the weirdness of it and the Alien series. I don't know. It seems very creepy. So I do like the fluid bag, if you will. Little part right here where you rip. And look at that. It's already completely nasty. This stuff is, almost looks like Jell-O in a way, like orange Jell-O. Oh my gosh. I don't think there was any slime that looked quite like this in the original series. And oh man, this is some nasty looking stuff. Let's just get this. Oh man, this is stickier than the first series. It's got right on my fingers there. And what is good is that this stuff has kind of the properties of more of a GAC or something like that. If, you 90s kids may remember. So it's not completely uncontrollable, but it is more of like, it stays fairly together. It doesn't just go everywhere. So what I do is I just work each piece out. So we start with the tail here. I always feel like I'm performing some kind of nasty surgery. I'm taking pieces out here. Let's see here. Oh, this is kind of more of a bronze color. I see. I think it was just the slime that was making it appear more like the previous series, like the orange one. But no, this is actually fairly different. Oh my gosh. There's his body out right there. Let's see what else we've got here. Apparently we have a leg. Anybody else want to sing the theme song for Creepy Crawlers while you're watching this? Here's another leg. This looks like for the red one. Yeah, that's the red leg. And if you remember, there's some red xenomorphs in some of the old Dark Horse comics. I can't remember what that story's called. You guys know what I'm talking about. I think NECA has homaged that comic story a couple of times, some of their figures. There it is. I like how these have a interesting mix of some translucent parts along with just solid plastic cast parts. And then we have just the regular base stand that you get with just about any of the Mega Construx minifig products. This stuff is really, it comes off fairly clean. It's not like you'll have to like spend a long time washing them off. However, I do suggest that you probably just run them under some cold tap water or something just to kind of get them free of all this gunk. Here's another leg. Let's see what we got here. We have a face hugger. Here we go. Ah! Oh, this thing is great. I love all the detail on these guys. They go a lot further than they have to, I think, when it comes to the detail on some of these sculpts. Here is a face hugger that is actually meant to go on a Mega Construx minifig. You can actually put that right on there, and it just slips right over the head. You can put that on your Picard minifig. How about that from that first Mega Construx series? So here we have another one of the basic base stands right here. I think we're getting close to getting everything out. Here's one of the xenomorph heads. Here we go. This is the pink one. We're going to call this one Very Berry Xenomorph. Love all the detail on that. I see we have the bronze tail that we need to get out here. Yeah, very nice. This kind of reminds me of the dog alien from Alien 3. Very nice. I almost called the movie Dog 3 there for a second. That might be an interesting Alien sequel that we could have gotten. You know, who knows? There were so many different versions of Alien 3, they might as well have done a Dog 3 in there. It could exist. You never know. It looks like the only thing we have left, I believe that's it, is the bronze xenomorph head. Let's see how dramatic we can make this. See if we can get it. This is like the birth of the dog or ox alien, whatever you want to call it, in Alien 3. All right, man, this is a lot stickier than the first series, which really didn't hardly get on my hand at all. So that's something to definitely be aware of. What I always do with this stuff is I let it settle into the egg. And it's kind of fun to have it like that because all of my previous stuff is still in those Series 1 eggs. That means one of these days I may get those eggs out of storage and the stuff has, like, I don't know, dyed it or something like that. Anything's possible. What's good is my hands aren't really very orange necessarily. There's a little bit of the residue on there, but my hands actually came out fairly clean. There's a few little bits here and there. And like I said, the thing that I probably relate it to more is a slightly sturdier, like, Jell-O. So let's go ahead and assemble this first set. So here we have all of our pieces that we get, and let's begin. We'll just put his legs on. These are very, very easy to assemble, very user-friendly. I think even a kid would have no problem just popping these together. This is part of their Black series, so I know that it's more of like an adult collector aimed series, but that doesn't mean that kids wouldn't get a kick out of having like a fun alien toy, regardless if they're old enough to be scared senseless by the alien films. We'll get the head on. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Okay. And I think that looks great. I really like this. I did not expect that he would be so like bronzy and simultaneously remind me of the Alien 3 scenes where the alien is sort of in more of that brownish kind of golden light. And I really like that. Really like the sculpting. I'm fine with it deviating in color from piece to piece. You can definitely tell there's some color separation going on. Maybe I would have liked it a little bit more if the whole thing was this bronzy color like that we have on the cod piece and on the legs. I think that would have been neat. But I kind of like the variance in colors. It's sort of cool. And now it's time for our cherry berry version. And we'll put him together just like... And here we have him all done. I really like this guy. He almost looks like the strawberry ice cream of the xenomorph family. And of course, we have these two guys right here, which are more of that orange color, just like the goo itself. And for this next one, you can see at the bottom, you'll want to be on the lookout for 15097 TC, it looks like. And I have saved you the trouble, and I've actually went ahead and opened it. And I'll just show you the goo inside. It's this cool blue stuff. It's very translucent, actually, not quite as sticky as that orangey stuff. So we'll just get this put back together. And this is one of them that you get. It is this funny purple alien. Now, I really like this because it actually does remind me quite a bit of, say, the ones that I used to see at KB Toys and Big Lots when I was a kid. The really crazy variants you could get. We also get another set of face huggers. And we also get Soldier Boy right here. I call him that because he appears to be in kind of a military green. It's sort of an off green. I really like it. It almost reminds me of more of like a rotted bone color. How nasty is that, right? Give yourself that visual right there. And so I think this is great. I like him because I think his other pieces, kind of the colors match a little bit better than, say, Purple Yurple back here. We're going to call this the Lilac Alien, right? So I know that this seems more plausible, and I really like the more outrageously colored aliens, though, because to me, the Xenomorph is like pop art. It can be done in a million different colors, and it's something interesting every time. I like this, though, because it kind of starts a trend with the colors. It seems like in each of these sets so far, you get one more outrageously colored alien, like these two guys, and two more feasibly colored aliens that you might see like in the films. So I really like that. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it certainly is neat in my opinion. For this last one, it doesn't take a genius to know what number we'll probably be dealing with. It is 16 is what you'll be on the lookout for. This is 16, that's 163094 TC. So be on the lookout for that number stamped in. Once again, we have all the beautiful detailing on the outside. They really did a fantastic job on this sculpt. This thing just looks incredibly nasty and very accurate to the films. This is probably the cleanest one I got in terms of the stray black marks. And, you know, this varies considerably with each one. As with all of them, of course, you open it up and you get a little paper to figure out what's in it. And let's see what we have. Oh, this is more of a traditional set where you can kind of get your regular, more looking dark alien. And then we get a white alien, which kind of reminds me of what we saw in Alien Covenant, right? With the back burster type of aliens. So let's go ahead and see what we have here. You know, it's funny. This is such a contradiction in a way because you have a line that is clearly, they have it as their black series. It's meant for more of your adult collectors, yet it's right in the smack dab in the middle of the toy aisle with all the action figures. And it's based on a film franchise that most kids probably don't have access to or shouldn't have access to. And yet it's these collectors kinds of figures, and they put it in slime, which is more of a kid's gimmick. But I like that because it mirrors the contradictions that the franchise has always had, which is that, you know, it's always been kind of a kid's marketed kind of thing. So I do think these kind of mirror all those old Kenner toy lines that we grew up with. All right. Man, this is some nasty, nasty looking green. Look at that. Is this snot that it's in? We're going to say it's snot. This stuff is making all kinds of weird noises. Maybe I should do an ASMR video. ASMR. Did I say that right? ASMR. Is that how you say it? And it's just all like fart and burp noises that are from the slime. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. I like that. Very Halloween-y, right? This is your Halloween set right here with the green slime and the skeleton looking one. All right, and then you're left with this delectable lemon lime pudding jello snack. No, I'm kidding. It looks like Slimer. Yeah, don't eat this. All right, since this is the last one, I'm going to show you a super secret trick about how to get these guys together really, really fast. And it saved me a lot of trouble with this stuff over the years. So you get all the pieces together like this. Get it all in. Very nice. And what you want to do is give it a little shake like this. And then you take this off real slow. And look at that. Look at that. Right in front of you. They just assemble themselves. No, I'm kidding. But these guys are super awesome. I really like this. This is a very traditional looking alien. It's almost like something, one of the xenomorphs you would have seen in the background in Aliens. James Cameron movie. But this is something, you know, that is really out there. I like the look of the kind of albino looking alien. Like I said, it does remind me in a funny way of like the backburster from Alien Covenant. And I really like, there's a pearlescent quality that just isn't really picking up on camera. And I can see all sorts of pink sort of highlights in it as I turn it. So that is really cool how they've got that pearl color. I think it might be my favorite one out of the series. So appropriate that we saved it to last. I wasn't even sure what it would be. So very fortunate as well. So just for review, remember, if you want to get these guys, this is the number 14, the egg that begins with 14. If you want to get these guys, it's 15. And these guys are the one that begins with 16 at the bottom. So just something to be aware of. All right, let's go ahead and bring out some of our other aliens from Series 1. All right, guys, here are all of the xenomorphs that Megablox has done so far. I think these guys look absolutely terrific. We also got the release of one of the Colonial Marines. And it's funny, I only ever got one Colonial Marine. So this guy, judging by the look on his face, he's pretty freaked out anyway. I think he's having a Hudson moment. And now he has all of these xenomorphs to come after him. Would it have been great in Aliens, the Jim Cameron film, if all the xenomorphs in the background were like rainbow colored? Might have taken away from what he was trying to achieve. The original series had these guys that came with them, and they were the same color as these eggs, which is kind of funny. You can kind of see that you can do all sorts of fun things with them now that you have this many xenomorphs. Say, for instance, you can kind of group them into color families, if you will. So I don't know why you'd want to necessarily, but you could do something that is literally this ridiculous. You can go from your darkest colored alien and have a complete fade all the way to white. I don't know, this kind of thing thrills me. I don't know why. And we can do something sort of similar with all of the different red variations of Alien. So what are my thoughts on this second series of Alien blind egg figures? I think they're really great. I really enjoy what they did. I think that in some ways they're stronger than that first series, and in some ways that they're not quite as strong. I think the biggest disappointment is this set, which is the kind of strawberry alien and the bronze alien. I really like the bronze alien, but to me, this is just far, far too similar to these guys that we got in the first series. It's just too much of almost exactly the same thing, and I would have liked for them to have went in another direction with the colors. It feels like almost a repack of that, even though it's not. I do like the more bronzy color of Alien, so that's a good thing. The other thing that I would say that definitely could have been changed is I wish they had had something as novel as the glow-in-the-dark alien from the first series. So there was nothing that I don't think was quite as eye-catching as that glow-in-the-dark alien, but I think they get awfully close with this crazy purple alien. And I also really like this pearlescent kind of white alien. So I do think they get close. I don't think it's so much of a deal where they're just totally far away. So I do like that quite a bit. Overall, I couldn't think of a better series of Alien minifigures for your lone Colonial Marine to be totally outgunned by. Good luck to him, God bless him, and I hope that he stays safe. This has been Jared from Fanboys Forever. Hope you've enjoyed this special look at Series 2 of the Mega Construx Blind Egg series, as I like to call them, other black series of aliens. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Of course, just like that poor Colonial Marine, you be safe out there. God bless you and yours, and I'll see you on Fanboys Forever. We want to just remind you that we do appreciate each and every single sub that we get here on the channel. If you've not subscribed yet to Fanboys Forever, we would greatly appreciate it. Remember, we're always looking to grow the fanboy family here on Fanboys Forever. So we thank you so much to our previous subscribers and ask that you please like, subscribe, share. We'd love your help, and we need your help. Thank you so much.